Coming up on this week's edition of the Met Report, Metro took to the field for a pivotal series against Carl School of Mines with their playoff lives on the line.
And have you ever wondered if you're ugly or not? Well, there's an app for that.
But first, controversy over the Metro student government election. Nina Databoy tells you about the political unrest here on campus. Thanks for watching this week's edition of the Met Report. I'm Peter Aragon.
And I'm Annalisa Blanco. We begin with a developing story. Nina Databoy joins us for all the latest with the student government elections. Nina?
Thanks, Annalisa. So, controversy with the student government seems to be finally coming to an end, but only after a lengthy process. Jeffrey Washington and Scott Hersbrenner were disqualified just after the election due to 3 alleged violations. The 2 appealed their disqualification to the student court, and just hours after the court convened on May 2nd, did the Chief Justice send out a preliminary decision to all parties involved. The court decided not to uphold SGA's Election Commission's disqualification, and Vice President-elect Scott Hersbrenner said he was expecting it.
Yes, because we did our research, we were following the rules as to the election code, and the Election Commission was changing the rules along the way. We were trying to adapt to those. Like, for instance, we took down over 125 different posters to put a border on it that they made a new ruling on. We missed 2, and so they were disqualifying us for that.
So it seems that the drama is finally coming to a close, and Washington and Hersbrenner really are going to be our executives for next school year. But as we know, nothing can be absolutely certain with our student government, and this is just a preliminary decision. The positions have to be finalized by June 1st when the new president and vice president are sworn in. The Met Report will continue to keep you updated on any new changes. Back to you on desk.
Thank you, Nina. Looking to shed some pounds for the swimsuit season? Well, Metro students can get into shape over the summer without having to leave campus. For the last several years, Campus Recreation has offered semester-long boot camps. The fitness sessions are offered from beginning levels to advanced levels. They're usually limited to 8 participants per session. The classes meet twice a week and are anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks long, depending on the semester. Late registration for the summer's boot camps ends on June 1st, and the cost is $72.
If you want more food options, well, you just might be in luck. Reporter Jake Holgerson tells us what we might see.
Burrito or burger? Burrito or burger? Burrito or burger? Many students often ponder this very question during their lunch hour. But after a semester or 2, the choices available on campus start to become a little stale. The Met Report conducted a survey of 50 students to see whether they were satisfied with our current cafeteria, as well as the restaurants they desired in the Tivoli. Out of the students polled, 24 said that they were quite satisfied with the current cafeteria, but 26 felt Aurora's restaurant selection is lacking. Some students would like to see more healthy options, or at least something that can meet their diabetic needs. Others who are happy with what options they have just wish they had more selection. I then asked what fast food would students like to see in our food court. Between the major chains, Wendy's beat out McDonald's, Burger King, and Taco Bell. Which was the preferred sandwich shop? Noodles & Company tied for second with Qdoba, Panda Express, and the beloved burger stand, In-N-Out. And 66% of those polled chose the tinfoil wrap goodness of Colorado native company, Chipotle Mexican Grill. While students seem willing to pay higher prices for a meal, the fact remains that their wallet may not agree. The dollar menu just so happens to be a better alternative to the vending machine. This is Jake Holgerson of the Met Report.
Thanks, Jake. Can't wait to see what we get in their food court next year. Well, now moving on to another story that happened last year, reporter Simone von Rivenberg brings us an inspirational story from the plains of the Colorado. In 2011, a severe listeria outbreak caused widespread consumer fear about Rocky Ford cantaloupes. The farmers it affected share their story.
In the little town of Rocky Ford, the locals still gather to talk about the listeria outbreak that devastated their cantaloupe growing season.
There's a certain amount of apprehension in wanting to grow the cantaloupe.
An isolated event in Granada, Colorado, gave the whole industry a bad name.
I didn't like that at all because, you know, I've been here all my life, and I hated people that I know get hurt.
It just scared a lot of people away when they said, well, if it's in the cantaloupe are right by the tomatoes, and the cantaloupe are right by, you know.
As farmers try to recover, they're looking to future generations to help rebuild the Rocky Ford reputation.
Elias, he'll put a hat on, a Western hat, and down to his ears, and if you pull it up, he'll get mad.
It was one isolated incident with one isolated farm that has given this area a black eye.
Locals are determined not to let the tragedy of 2011 define them.
It's got to come back because there's no way that people will just quit.
For the Met Report, Simone von Rivenberg.
It's really nice to see the farmers bounce back from this tragedy.
And we really need to thank Simone von Rivenberg for bringing that story to the Met Report and telling us about it.
Absolutely. Well, still ahead on the Met Report, we're giving you a sneak peek into this weekend's latest blockbuster.
And first, there was house flipping, but now dog flipping, the latest trend that's hitting the country. You won't believe it? Stay with us. Welcome back. Have you ever wondered how good looking you are? Well, these days, beauty is in the eye of the smartphone. A year-old iPhone program is becoming very popular judging attractiveness. The Ugly Meter Pro measures facial feature and gives you a score out of 100. The app has gained popularity after being featured on several shows such as Jay Leno and Howard Stern. It has even gotten big enough to dethrone Angry Bird as the highest-selling app on the market. The makers are building on their success and have even come out with the Ugly Baby Meter Edition. The Pro version costs $4.99 and is available at applestore.com.
Have you ever heard of dog flipping? No, it's not a new event coming up for the 2012 Olympics. It's actually a new trend where an owner receives a dog for a small amount or even free, then immediately tries to sell the new pet for a profit. Authorities say flipping dogs may be unethical, but it's surprisingly legal. However, flippers can be charged and prosecuted for other crimes related to inhumane care and animal cruelty. If you're looking to sell your favorite dog, be sure to find him a happy home.
For the last time, we lost Lara, and finally we got funding to buy her a map. Check out what she found out in Denver this time.
Hey Metro, I'm Lara Griffith. Denver has a rich history that even extends onto this campus, but it's still growing by leaps and bounds with new additions every year, including our new Student Success Building. This week, when I got lost, I discovered so many new places that I couldn't pick just one to tell you about. Here are 3 new attractions that are coming to Denver or are already open for you to explore. The new Colorado History Museum, renamed History Colorado, has all new exhibits to make you love our state all over again. There are exhibits that are 40,000 square feet, technological displays including a huge interactive Colorado floor map. There is storage for over 15 million historical items, plus a ski jump simulator as a tribute to Colorado's biggest attraction. The Toyota Elephant Passage is a huge new exhibit opening June 1st at the Denver Zoo. It is not just to showcase elephants, but also many animal species from Asia, including monkeys, leopards, and rhinoceros. Oh my. There will be a preserve where the viewing areas work seamlessly into the environment. Also, the whole area is devoted to teach people about conservation. Denver has a new park, and it's got a little twist. Head to the corner of Lawrence and 25th Street, and you'll find Denver's Sustainability Park. This park is a testing area for research on renewable energy, green building, and urban farm installations. I wouldn't expect anything else from the green-conscious city of Denver. Those places are awesome, and with finals ending and summer right around the corner, you'll have time to visit all 3. I've had fun getting lost with you. There are so many great places I never got to check out, so now it's your turn to get lost and find new places all around Denver. I'm Lara Griffith, back to the studio.
Denver's famous Union Station has been around since 1881 with many changes over the years. And now, 130 years later, it's undergoing a massive reinvention. The station is being built into an urban hub as the epic center of the new Fast Tracks light rail program. It will include shopping, restaurants, and 2 hotels. One of the hotels will even be built into the historical building with 130 rooms and will also transform the beautiful train room into the hotel's lobby. This project is expected to pour millions of dollars into the Denver economy, and plans should be completed within the next 10 years. Here's what the RTD Public Relations representative had to say.
By 2022, what you see right now at Denver Union Station is not going to even exist. It is going to be an amazing, amazing piece to what Denver has downtown.
Well, with this semester coming to an end, it's time for summer, and here are some great ideas to spend your vacation. Elish Gardens opens up on May 5th, Waterworld on May 26th, and the Renaissance Festival starts on June 9th, and Denver Pride Fest is June 16th through the 17th. Those are a lot of great events, and I'm sure there's much more for the summer.
Exactly, and the Renaissance Festival is a really fun thing to do with a family or friends.
There's always a Rockies game too.
Oh, that's right.
Well, stick around because after the break, we take a look at some of the miscues and mishaps from this past year's Met Report.
And Kevin Hall shows us how spring sports are wrapping up.
But first, Rosario Chavarria Valdez brings us the news from the streets of Hollywood and entertainment. Stay tuned.